Hello, hello, welcome or welcome back. Today we're getting into a new series for the channel. It'll be season 2 of House of Dragon. I did watch season 1 way before, I just recently got into reacting to shows, so it's been a long time since HBO had, in between the seasons. So I'm here to react to season 2. And if you are new here, my name is Kyla, aka Kampai Kai. And why I have the Kampai there is because I like to pair my show or movie with a tasty beverage. I do want to mention that if you want to skip any of my intro, beverage pairing, any of that, there's always timestamps and chapters below, so you can get to where you want to go. Tonight's tasty beverage I chose because of the name. So one of my local favorite breweries is Pure Project, and they have this series of bourbon barrel aged stouts called Corliss. It is not spelled the same way as the character in the show Corliss, but I couldn't help myself but go with Corliss. This bourbon barrel aged imperial stout is with hazelnut, cacao, and coffee, which all sound yummy to me. It is described as a luxurious bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with organic toasted Oregon hazelnuts, or organic Peruvian cacao. I meant Oregon. Organic, hello. And organic Nicaraguan coffee. It's aged on a blend of Heaven Hill and Breckenridge bourbon barrels. Apparently Corliss is Latin for the hazel plant, and the hazelnut is the edible portion this beer is named after. Yeah, so I've had versions of Corliss before. It's always very good. This happens to be batch 4, and yeah, let's pour it out and try it. I have this Pure Project glass from their 8th anniversary. I'll try to do a little bit of a pour here for you to see as best I can. Let's see. And we'll do that's so much. I doubt I'll be able to finish all it. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, cheers. Kampai. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that is complex. Very rich. You get some of the burn from the bourbon, and then all those nice notes of hazelnut and coffee are not overpowering. I'd say it's very well balanced and should open up nicely. I've had it stored in the fridge and let it warm up a little bit, but as it warms up, it'll definitely open up some more. And it'll be yummy. So anyway, let's talk about House of Dragon. And actually let's back it up. Let's talk about Game of Thrones. I loved Game of Thrones, except for the last season. I'm probably in that boat with a lot of people. I thought it was such an incredible show. I rarely rewatch shows. There are some exceptions, but I rarely rewatch things, shows especially. There's just so much content, and I am usually seeking novel things. I know some people have a lot of comfort rewatching the same things a lot. I'll rewatch the same movies during the holidays, but in general, I'm, looking for new things. I rewatched Game of Thrones, if not 2, 3 times, especially leading up to the last season, and I had so much hope for the last season. And then the writing and the story just went meh. So I was really not sure about House of Dragon. I had reservations. I was like, HBO, you're not gonna break my heart again, are you? And you know what? I gave it a chance. I heard really good things when season 1 came out, and I was like, fine, let's try it. And you know what? I've loved it. I've loved, maybe not quite as much as Game of Thrones in the beginning, but it's been good. And I think it's well done and fun to watch. And yeah, I've been stoked to wait for season 2 to come out, but it's been so long. It's been years. So yeah, I decided to rewatch season 1 of House of Dragon because I forgot. I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of interesting names in this show, and if you put a couple years between me in the next season, I'm gonna forget, probably, for sure. I forgot so much. It was a fun rewatch, so I'll give you that. The show's obviously super tragic. I mean, even just from the get-go with Rhaenyra's mom and that horrible birth situation and the dad's decision to be like, let's go for it, even though it's gonna kill my wife and Rhaenyra's mom. You know, it starts just so heavy, and then towards the end, gosh, I completely forgot most of the end. Like, I remembered her dad dies, but all the politicking around that with her and Alicent, and I forgot Rhaenyra, like, was giving birth during this, like, switching of power, and that was sad because she also lost a baby, and, you know, there's all this vying for power, even though it should be Rhaenyra's. Alicent and the Hightowers are doing their part to weasel their way to the top. And it was just so messed up. Like, her kid, Lucerys, goes to Storm's End on his dragon, Arax. He's meeting Lord Baratheon, and he's like, hey, you know, you remember that pledge you did with my mom, right? Oh, Prince Aemond is there already. It was just so crazy, like the tension between Aemond and Lucerys, and you just knew Aemond was gonna do some messed up stuff. Like, he's been wanting that eye for an eye moment, and it came very unexpectedly, even to the kids, because, you know, they just obtained their dragons, and oops, we lost control of our dragons. And freaking Aemon's big old dragon Vagar's like, oh, I'm gonna actually just chomp the other dragon and Lucerys into oblivion. So, you know, we end on Rhaenyra learning about this loss. You're just like, oh my god, what is she gonna do? She's gonna lose her mind. Like, that's so sad and so messed up. I do know the episode title for this one is A Son for a Son. So yeah, I guess she's going for blood. Is something gonna happen to Aemond? What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? I can't wait to get into it. I hope you're ready to get into it with me. Cheers again, and let's do this. Just that HBO crackle music. Gotta love that intro music. House of the Dragon. Oh man, this is making me think of the what was it, like the three-eyed raven?
Duty is sacrifice. It eclipses all things, even blood.
Duty.
All men of honor must pay its price. Since the days of the first men, we have stood as guardians against the cold and the dark. The Night's Watch cultivated its strength from doomed men who had their life as their only possession. But my ancestor, Torrin Stark, began a tradition. 1 in 10 men from our household was to be chosen to fortify the Watch. This is not a sentence, but an honor. A duty embraced by all who serve the North.
Oh, the wall.
North must stand ready.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Coming.
Points.
What is this then that falls from the skies and shivers my bones?
Summer snow, my prince.
Summer snow.
In winter it will cover all you see.
Oh no.
It pleases me to think that over a century ago our ancestors treated in this very place, the conqueror and the king in the north.
You at least had the mercy not to threaten me with your dragon.
Surely the great Torrin Stark would have sooner died than bent the knee, unless he believed the conqueror could bring unity to the Seven Kingdoms. That unity is now threatened. The realm will soon tear itself apart if men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
Oh.
Starks do not forget their oaths.
Well, she's got House Stark.
In winter, my duty to the wall is even more dire than the one I owe to King's Landing.
Oh.
I need my men here.
Whilst your men guard against wildlings and weather, the High Towers plan to usurp the throne.
Yeah, screw them. Just kidding.
She needs an army. War is coming. To the whole of the realm, my lord. We cannot wage it without the support of the North.
My father brought King Jaehaerys and Queen Alysanne to see the wall. His grace stood at this very outlook and watched as their dragons, the greatest power in the world, refused to cross it. Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages?
What does it keep out?
Death.
Oh. And White Walkers.
I have thousands of greybeards who have already seen too many winters. They are well honed.
So they're old. If your greybeards can fight, the Queen will have them.
They will fight hard, like Northerners.
A raven's arrived. Urgent news from Dragonstone.
Ruh-roh. Man, loved her in the last season.
Take your mount again. We're flying out.
I alone patrol over 100 miles of open sea to hold the blockade. Maelus must gorge and rest.
Gorge and rest.
We're going to King's Landing, killing Vhagar. I cannot face that hoary old bitch alone. We can kill Vhagar and her rider. Make it a son for a son.
Oh.
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen remains absent.
Oh.
She has been gone for days.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the Queen shirks her duties.
It was a raven that brought me news of Lena's death, refusing to believe what I'd been told. It was only when I saw my daughter's mortal remains that I could begin to mourn her. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
What if Aemond were to happen upon her?
Then I would pity Aemond.
Huh. Yeah.
The Queen was wise to recuse herself. She's not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished, and Luke would be alive.
Oh, yikes. Low blow.
Fly with me. It is a command.
Would that you were the king.
Ha ha. Love her. Oh man. These the scenery, the costumes, you'll love to see it. Oh man. Poor Rhaenyra. Oh. Ew. Man. You don't really think about the cleaning up of boats back in the day. Or in a situation like this. Not pleasant work. Hey, hey,
My lord.
look who it is.
It's a marvel she was able to return from the Stepstones at all.
Yeah.
7 more ships put out to sea this morning to fortify the blockade. The gullet is vast, and we're not like to have the numbers to cover all that open water. The smithy delivered this earlier.
I had this commissioned for Prince Lucerys.
Oh, that's sad.
It was the blackest of treacheries.
They tell me that you're the one that dragged my body out of the sea.
Oh. I think he's about to...
It was only my duty.
Nah, you saved my life, bro. Like, come
I am
on.
indebted to you, Alan.
Yeah. I thought he was about to give him, like, a promotion. But hey, being indebted to him is probably good, too. Maybe that'll come up later.
Mind your post! Keep your focus, men!
Dragon! On the scorpion!
No.
Scorpion ready!
No, no.
Hold!
It's so crazy that the dragons have holes in their wings. Oh, is this the creepy daughter that foresees things? Oh, we have another kid.
Where is Jaehaerys?
What do you need of him?
Taken into the small council. He'll be king one day. He must begin his instruction.
What if he does not want to be king?
Where is he?
The library. You must not interrupt his custom.
I think he's gonna interrupt.
I'm afraid.
They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons. The rats.
Huh? Everyone's like, what? Are there gonna be rats? What the heck? Or does she mean like betrayers? Oh, hello, Allison. Okay. Oh, it is him. I was like, is that who I think it is?
There's a chill in the air. Summer is well and truly through.
We're expected at the small council, Your Grace.
We cannot. Again.
Again. Bruh.
Yes, Your Grace. If you wouldn't mind.
They totally are gonna again. Oh, pupper. Dude, I cannot believe her dad is from the Harry Potter series, Luna Lovegood's dad.
What news?
Our letters to the Vale and to the north continue to go unanswered. I anticipate their sworn declaration.
Yeah, thank you, my prince. That's very helpful.
My letters to Rhaenyra. Has there been any answer?
An apology for her dead son?
None, Your Grace. Between that and their blockade of the gullet, presumed that the princess has refused the offered terms, and that war is now inevitable.
Perhaps Your Grace might lend his voice to our outreach.
Enough! Release it at once.
Is the heir to the throne bothering you, Thailand?
No.
Oh my gosh. No, discipline. Come on.
Your Grace.
A ride?
A pony ride. Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
Oh my gosh, no. This is now you really deserve some downfall. Come on now.
There are important matters to discuss, despite Sir Tyland's interruptions.
No time for amusements, Thailand.
Goodbye.
Rhaenyra's blockade has placed King's Landing under strain.
Well, we should have just killed her when we had the chance.
If we are to break the Sea Snake's blockade, we will need bolster both the Lannister and Hightower navies.
We could offer the title to the young Lord Dalton Greyjoy.
Aemond. what is your business here?
The king summoned me.
You do not have a seat at this council.
Aemond is my closest blood and our best sword. I welcome him.
Path to King's Landing is through the Riverlands. We must establish a toehold there. At Harrenhal.
The River Lords will either declare for me, or they will meet Vhagar and Sunfire together. And we can burn the blockade while we're at it.
Rhaenyra has dragons as well.
Mine are bigger. Fat old Lord Tully will either raise my banner or see his burn. We should fly to River Run.
You are the king, Your Grace. You must not put yourself at risk.
And Vhagar is needed here to deter Rhaenyra from attacking, in retribution for the death of her son.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. We must now favor patience and restraint.
Boring.
The hour. Many and more houses will declare for you in time.
This guy.
Lord Larys.
I had come earlier to have a word before the small council convened, but your handmaiden said that you were indisposed.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I have completed questioning the whole of the castle staff. They produced rather interesting details, but I am satisfied I have exposed all who betrayed our trust.
And what of them?
They no longer breathe our air. I've chosen your new staff, personally.
Oh my gosh. This guy sucks. Can you not tell he sucks? Alicent?
Give me that. Just leave me. Just leave me.
Can you imagine trying to bathe and you got like 5 people? Oh, who's that?
Dragon!
Yo. So messed up.
King Aegon. Aegon the Magnanimous, second of his name. King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men. Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm. Hail King Aegon!
The Magnanimous?
The Magnanimous.
Your Grace.
Good morrow, Your Grace.
It's all right. There's no reason to be nervous. And how might your king be of service?
'Tis my flock. A tenth of them taken by the crown on the cusp of winter.
We should
Perhaps.
return them.
Your Grace?
You need your goats for the winter.
Sheep, Your Grace.
Sheep, even better. I shall make your flock of sheep whole.
We already made a promise to all the Crown lands that a tithing of livestock would be necessary to sustain the dragons for their increased activity and eventual fighting.
Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
If you return one herd,
Then everyone's gonna want that.
all at the foot of your throne expecting the same.
They won't know.
When the king speaks, Your Grace, all hear it.
After further thought,
Like, just
I
kidding.
have decided that I cannot restore your sheep. If war were to break out, my dragons will require feed. Bring the next.
We rely on ships from Essos for our supply. But now, with a blockade in place and war threatening...
That treasonous blockade won't last long. Plan to send Vhagar to burn it to ash. Bring the
Whoa!
next.
Yo! What are you saying?
Hugh, Your Grace. The Smiths are all proud to support Your Grace against Rhaenyra.
But?
Iron costs have grown. A lone scorpion takes weeks to build. To put it simply, we are struggling. If we could have the Crown's coin before we started work, it would bring great relief.
Oh boy.
Not just to me, but to all the Smiths serving your cause.
Kinda need your Smiths happy, let's be real.
You shall be paid, and paid well. My army cannot win a war without your weapons. Our victory depends on the efforts of the small folk.
The small folk!
You have my most sincere gratitude, Your Grace.
Well, at least his instincts are actually magnanimous. He's like, I want to restore your sheep.
I wonder, do you have a moment for a quiet word?
A quiet word. Oh, jeez.
It is the Hand's want to keep a firm grip on things. You controlled your father the same way.
Oh.
Viserys had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
As we find ourselves standing within a hair's breadth of war that you would wish to be viewed differently.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, Your Grace.
Time for a new hand. Oh, Alicent's gonna be pissed.
I find myself wondering, do we pursue the same end? I should tell you mine. It's victory.
And how would you define victory?
Rhaenyra bending the knee, and Aegon sitting the Iron Throne in peace. As Viserys wished.
If that's how you describe it, then we are aligned.
Then be my ally.
I am.
An ally would not repeatedly cut my legs from beneath me at that table of men.
These critical days since Viserys' passing haven't gone to plan.
My sons both see you as the great example. The hand to three kings. But Aemond is angry.
Aemon erred, but he is fiercely loyal.
But if you undermine my voice, both those boys will grow deaf to it.
Oh, honey.
We only need to mind Aegon until the novelty of rule is spent. Once he tires of it, you and I can steer our cause to victory.
But you must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
Yeah, when you usurp the throne, that kind of happens.
But that does not mean it must be wanton.
No.
Calculated. Oh boy. Corlys. Yo.
When last we met, there were 2 of you.
Oh.
The White Worm.
Yeah, she's back.
I did not think you would traitor.
You speak of highborn games. I am commonborn.
How long have you been selling secrets to Otto Hightower?
As long as he had gold to pay for them.
Oh.
You put Aegon on the throne.
I merely profited from knowing Aegon's movement.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach. My arrangement with the Hand was purely transactional. I held no loyalty to him.
Have her moved to the cells. She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
Whoa.
But the lady speaks the truth.
Oh.
She was no agent of the Hightowers.
What is it to you?
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne? You and your traitorous twin?
No, my prince. I'm shamed by it. That's why I abandoned the King's Guard and my brother and came here.
Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
I reckon our names of the King's Guard are just 8 and 10. And we swore the same oath to defend the whole of the royal family. So what were we to do when they turned against one another?
She back.
First of a name, Queen of the Andals, and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lady of the 7 Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Did you find what you needed? I will fly to Harrenhal at your command.
This table's
Set
so
our
cool.
toehold in the Riverlands.
Your Grace, my Lord Husband's blockade of the Gullet moves into place. All seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing will soon be cut off.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
Dang.
Your knowledge in exchange for your freedom.
Your Grace, Lady Jane Arryn has pledged her support in exchange for a dragon to guard the Vale. And Lord Cragen Stark has promised 2,000 men.
Oh.
Valerie Florent. Viserys Targaryen.
She gonna lay one for him? That'd be interesting.
Viserys Florent.
Oh. What is Daemon up to? What knowledge did he get from the White Worm?
Commander. Never gone for long. I'm told you bear a mislike for the Hightowers.
Fuck the Hightowers.
The White Worm said you're one of Aegon's rat catchers. You must be busy. That castle positively crawls with them now.
Rat catchers.
I was also given to understand that you possess a unique knowledge of the Red Keep.
My ghost tunnels. Great big rat's nest it is. I know them better than the shape of my arm.
Oh my.
You're to find and slay the Prince Aemon Targaryen.
Whoa.
He has silver hair and one eye. Should be easy enough to find. It's one half. If we get the other one, it's done.
All right. What if we can't find him?
You better.
You should be leading the van. And I should be flying cover on Vhagar.
Oh my gosh, what if he gets like Aegon instead?
Rosby and Stokeworth. Small castles right in the shadow of King's Landing.
My brother is hostage to my grandsire and mother, and they tell him that a war of dragons can yet be avoided. Otto fears to upset the order of things. And Alicent is simply angry. She blames me for starting this war, after she plotted with my father's council to usurp his throne. Her grace speaks with two tongues. She holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Oh boy.
Lord Han.
Return to your post, Lord Commander. I must have a word with the Prince.
Oh boy. He pats him on the back. Good luck.
It would concern me, grandson, if plans were being considered beyond the ears of your king and his hand.
I only wish to serve my king and my house.
You and Vhagar are the greatest single power in the realm. If it wasn't obvious before, it certainly is now. I promise you, Aemond, you will have all the vengeance that you seek, but you must keep a grip on your impulses. We both know that your brother cannot.
Oh.
Take that.
Don't tell me you need the dog to like distract the dragons or something crazy. That makes me so sad.
I need to be a symbol for the small folk as well as the nobility.
It's a king.
Loved or feared?
My mother and grandsire mind me like some helpless duckling.
Oh, but you're the king. Who gives a shit what they say?
My brother at least knows his place. He's as loyal as a hound. I can set him and his dragon on my foes at will.
Keep your eyes down.
I need a style.
Oh my gosh, are they gonna kill Aegon?
No one knows what magnanimous means.
Is there more strong wine? Aegon the Dragonheart.
Better.
I love how they just did not care at all. Oh, there's some rats.
How do we get upstairs?
The royals live up there. Well, it's off limits, it is. Different group of rat catchers work the upstairs. I got you in the castle. I thought the rest was your bit.
I could end you right here. Take the rest of the gold myself.
I just don't know my way around.
Show me.
Okay. Oh, he didn't do anything wrong. Screw.
The royals live on this level.
We got some dissonant chords going on like crazy here. Oh boy.
No one's here.
Ah, they're close though.
Told ya, I'm not supposed to be up here.
No head. No gold.
Ooh.
Set a trap. I'll search the next room.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
For the rats.
Well played. Just like, who the F are you?
Stay still.
Who the f*** is she?
That's the sister.
She's the queen, she is.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
Oh, the little one?
We need to get our head and get out.
Oh, no, not the baby.
They both look the same. Which one's the boy?
Maybe that one.
We'll look for a cock.
The mother knows.
Which?
I have a necklace.
What?
Great value.
Nope. Thanks.
That's not a son.
Did they not hear the part about the eye patch? Missing eye? Oh.
Wait. It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
Oh my god, they're just gonna kill them both.
She's telling true.
Hold him down.
OMG. Bruh. Uh-oh.
Helena!
Never again. My kid just got murdered.
They killed the boy.
Oh, snap. Whew. All right, so that was episode 1 of season 2. I thought that was a very strong start. I loved all the places we went with this episode. We got some Winterfell and Stark. We get to see some resolution of Rhaenyra grieving the loss of her son. We see the politicking of the Hightowers and the forces they're working with, potentially conspiring against them. I don't know, I thought it was a pretty strong start, and that ending was so sad. Poor, I think her name's Helena, right? The prophet, or the prophesizing crazy sister, catching some strays there, losing her son at the end. And then oops, Allison, and, you know, the night, like, that's, I don't know if the girl's gonna say anything. They definitely didn't stop after they said they would in the beginning of the episode. So that'll be interesting. Man, I feel like this can only escalate from here. Yeah, you get an eye for an eye, then a son for a son, and then now you're gonna get full-on war for sure. Like I said, I thought it was good episode. Strong start. Cannot wait to get into the next one. And I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. If you like to see full-length reacts, I upload those to Patreon. And if you want to follow me on any of my other social media stuff, links will be in the description below. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.